What's the most extreme thing your sibling did for attention? My sister pretended to develop a new severe allergy every month because she said our parents only cared when she was in danger. She'd research symptoms obsessively and stage increasingly dramatic reactions, once telling the paramedics, "I knew my family wanted me dead, but I didn't think they'd use peanuts to do it." Kate was 5 years older than me and treated my life-threatening allergies to eggs and shellfish like a personal insult. She'd wave peanut butter sandwiches in my face until I cried, then tell our parents I was being dramatic. When I was 4, she tried to prove I was faking by sneaking egg into my juice, and I ended up in the ICU for 3 days. She told everyone at school that I was just pretending to be sick for attention and that our parents were idiots for believing me. She'd steal my EpiPens and hide them, calling it toughening me up. My parents told me to ignore her, that she was just jealous of the attention I was getting for my allergies. I had no idea how right they were. When Kate was about 15, she told us she'd been experiencing strange symptoms after eating certain foods. She prepared a presentation with printed WebMD articles and symptom diaries showing reactions to completely random foods like carrots and rice. Our mother immediately called my allergist while our father started clearing the pantry. The allergist found nothing wrong, but Kate insisted the tests were missing something. Within a week, she'd stolen one of my EpiPens to carry as her own and told our parents she expected them to check every label twice to protect both their medically fragile children. She looked at me and said, "I hope you're ready to take my allergies as seriously as I've had to take yours all these years." The performance had officially begun. Every month brought a new allergy for Kate, each one more dramatic than the last. First it was gluten, where she'd clutch her stomach and moan about inflammation, then citrus, where she'd scratch invisible hives until her skin was raw, then nightshades, where she'd claim her throat was closing. The grossest thing was that she'd use my actual reactions as inspiration, like when she copied the exact way my voice changed when my throat swelled. She'd time her fake attacks to coincide with family events, once staging a reaction at my birthday party because she couldn't stand that the cake was allergen-free for Emmy, but not for whatever she was claiming to be allergic to that week, because who could even keep up? Our parents spent thousands on specialists who found nothing, but Kate insisted they were incompetent. She joined online support groups for people with rare allergies and trauma dumped on them about her fake problems while they were actually struggling to survive. Our kitchen became a war zone where Kate would scream that my safe foods were poisoning her and demand completely separate cooking utensils. She convinced our parents to install an air filtration system because she claimed airborne particles from my allowed foods were triggering reactions through the vents. She even wore a medical alert bracelet that listed so many allergies the text was microscopic, thrusting it at every server and family friend like a weapon. The last straw for me was when Kate called 911 during my high school graduation, claiming anaphylaxis from sesame seeds. Our parents abandoned my ceremony to ride in the ambulance, where she miraculously recovered the moment they gave her attention. That night, I decided I couldn't take it anymore. I was leaving for college in the fall, but I was going to spend one more minute under the same roof as someone who thought the hardest part of my life was a fun costume to try on. I moved in with my grandmother that night and lived peacefully for 3 weeks, worrying about my health and my health only. Kate couldn't accept losing part of her audience, and her fake allergies escalated wildly at home. She claimed she was now allergic to tap water, air, and even sunlight. Our parents were exhausted and broke from constant hospital visits and begged me to come back, saying they couldn't handle her alone. She was having multiple fake attacks per day, forcing our parents to call ambulances constantly. She'd call me screaming that I was killing our parents by abandoning them. She told relatives I was heartless for leaving while she was so sick, turning the whole family against me. Then our cousin visited from out of state and witnessed one of Kate's dramatic peanut allergy attacks. While our parents rushed to get her EpiPen, our cousin said, "Wait, you ate my peanut butter sandwich at Christmas." Kate froze, and when she started stammering out an excuse, it was clear she wasn't really in the middle of a medical crisis. The family started comparing notes with other relatives and discovered Kate had claimed completely different allergies to each person. She told Aunt Linda she was deathly allergic to dairy, but Uncle George saw her eating ice cream. She told Grandma she couldn't have gluten, but our neighbor watched her buy bagels. When our parents confronted her with everyone's contradicting stories, Kate tried to claim her allergies shifted, but even they wouldn't buy that. They demanded she get tested by an allergist again. When she refused, they finally accepted that she was nothing but a fake and a liar. They gave her 30 days to find somewhere else to live.